Unit 4, Topic 5. We already have the summary of the topics 4 and 5, but here are a few homework examples. The first one here says, let A equal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and B equal 2, 5, 9, 12. Now, there's a couple ways you can just look at it and say, well, 2 is in both, because look at, it says find A intersect B. So when we talk about A intersect B, we're looking for the numbers that are in both sets, where they intersect. So you can either draw a Venn diagram, you can look at these. I say, okay, 2 and 5 are in both, so I know that's the intersection, but if you're having a hard time just listing it, you can always draw your Venn diagram. So we have our two circles. So this is A and B, and 1 is only in A, 2 is in both, 3 is in A, 4 is only in A, and 5 is in both. And then we have 2 and 5 already, 9 is only in B, and 12 is only in B. So A intersect B equals the set 2 and 5. So let's go ahead and plug that in for our answer, 2, 5. Submit. Well done. All right, let's see another example. All right, let A be the set of integers that are multiples of 3 between 1 and 15 inclusive. That means that 1 and 15, if they fit that multiple of 3, then they're included in the set. And B the set of even natural numbers up to and including 20. All right, so let's start with set of even. Okay, so let's start with defining A real quick. So we have A is all the multiples between 1 and 15 inclusive. Now 1 is not a multiple of 3. So we're going to start with 3, 6, 9, 12. And since it says inclusive and it said 1 to 15, we include 15. So that's our set A. Set B, the even natural numbers up to and including 20. So again, we're going to start with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and it says including 20. All right, so it says find A intersect B. Again, you can draw your little picture, your Venn diagram. I shouldn't say picture, Venn diagram. All right, so this is A, and this is B. So we have, let's move this up so you guys can see it all. So we have 3, 6 is in both. What I'm doing is I'm going through A and I'm putting everything on the A side or in the intersection if they're in both. 9 is in A, 12 is in both, and 15. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it for A. So B is quite a bit bigger, but we know that none of the rest of these are going to be in the intersection, right? Because if they weren't in A, they're definitely not going to be in the intersection of A, B, but I'm still going to write them out just for completion's sake. So we have 2, 4, 6 now is in the intersection already, 8, 10, 12 is also in the intersection, 14, 16, 18, 20. Again, we're only concerned with what's in here. This is A intersect B. So we would say that A intersect B equals 6 and 12. So let's put that in, check our answer, 6, 12. Submit. Great work, that's correct. All right. All right, consider V equals 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19 as a universal set. Let P complement be the set of those numbers that are either multiples of 3 or multiples of 5, excluding 3 and 5. So find the set P. So remember, the complement is everything. It's in the universal set that is not in P. So first, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, and let's make sure we also give your answer in proper set notation. For example, brackets, commas, all that, but do not include P equals in your answer. All right. All right, so we're gonna first find P complement. So we are told that P complement are the set of those numbers that are either multiples of 3 or 5, excluding 3 and 5. So 2 is not one of those, 3 and 5 are not those. 7 is not a multiple, but 9 is. a multiple of 3. 11 is not. 13 is not. 15 is a multiple of 5. 17 and 19 are both not multiples of 3 or 5. So the complement is only 9 and 15. So that means that P equals everything else in that universal set. So we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Now, we originally had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's make sure we have 10 total between these complements. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means we did list all of our numbers correctly. So let's go ahead and put our answer in here. Remember, it says do not include P equals. So we're going to say P is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. All right, let's go ahead and check our answer. Submit. Well done. So again, it's not that this is so hard. It's just a matter of understanding what they talk about with complement and making sure we use the right notation is really important. All right, let's see. All right, let's go go through one more example. Let P be the set of integers that are multiples of 3 between 1 and 20, and Q be the set of even natural numbers up to 15. Which of the following sets is not a subset of the union? Remember, union is when you include all of those in both elements from both sets. All right, so let's go ahead and start by writing out what we have for P. So P is equal to all the multiples of 3 between 1 and 20. So we're going to say 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And then we have Q is the set of natural numbers up to 15 with no other, even natural numbers up to 15. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 15 is not a natural number, so we don't need to include that. So now we need to write P union Q. So that means we're going to write all these elements together, but not duplicate, right? So here we have, I'm going to go back and forth. So Q, and I kind of keep it in numeric order. So I'm going to say 2, 3, and if it helps, you can kind of cross it out as you go. 4, we have 6 in both, 8, 9, 10, we have 12 in both, so we don't need to write that twice. 14, 15, and 18. That is our P union Q. So now it says, which of the following sets is not a subset of the union of P and Q? So we're looking for which of these options is not a subset. So let's look. I'm telling you right now, I can see it right off the bat. There's a 5 here in that first option. There's no 5 in here, so it cannot be a subset. You can see 6 and 12 are both in there. 3, 6, and 12 are both in there, or all 3 in there. 3, 6, 12, 15 are in there. So these clearly are all 3 subsets, while this is not. So let's click that one and check our answer. All right. So I hope that helps some of you as you go around and do the homework. If you have any questions about any of these or any of the other ones, let me know.